Let us see the next question. ABB Limited has surplus cash balance of rupees 180 lakhs and wants to distribute 50% of it to the equity shareholders. So out of this 180 lakhs, 50% is supposed to be distributed to equity shareholders. The company decides to highlight the portion buyback equity shares. So we are going to buy back the equity shares in terms of the distribution. Dear students, we have to understand it like this: 180 lakhs into 50 percentage. That comes to an amount of rupees 90 lakhs. Indirectly, we have to understand that say ABB Limited will repurchase such number of shares so that it is required to make the payment of 90 lakhs. The company estimates that its equity share price after repurchase is likely to be 15% above the buyback price. So whatever the buyback price plus 15% would be the price post buyback. If the buyback route is taken, other information is as under: number of equity shares outstanding at present having face value of rupees 10 is 20 lakhs. So number of equity shares are provided 20 lakhs. The current earning per share is rupees 5. You are required to calculate the following. First, the price at which the equity share can be repurchased. If the market capitalization of the company should be rupees 400 lakhs after the buyback. That is the first question. Then the second and third questions have been provided to us. I request all of you to go through the question and tell me answer of the first part of the question. First part of the question. Say in the chat box. I request all of you to write down answer along with me. In this question, information is given about buyback of shares. Full stop. In the breakdown, we understand that the company will purchase such number of equity shares so that it is supposed to pay rupees 90 lakhs to shareholders. Full stop. With paragraph written down, assuming X number of shares are repurchased at the rate rupees Y, comma, answer is calculated. So we are assuming that the X number of shares are repurchased and the repurchase price is rupees 1. So let us do answer. Amount to be paid is equal to number of shares repurchased into buyback price. What is the amount to be paid? It is 180 lakhs into 0.5. Number of shares repurchased are X and the buyback price is Y. So X into Y is equal to rupees 90 lakhs. This is the way, so we are required to compute the first equation. However, if at all there are two variables and one equation, we cannot solve it unless we have the other information. So over here, friends, we understand that question is providing the information. You are required to calculate the following: the price at which the equity share can be repurchased if market capitalization of the company should be 400 lakhs after the buyback. So we understand that, say, after buyback, we understand number of shares into market price per share is equal to market value. Number of shares will be, existing number of shares have been provided to us as 20 lakhs minus number of shares to be repurchased are X into market price per share. It has been provided to us that the company estimates that the equity share after repurchase is likely to be 15% above the buyback price. So buyback is at rupees Y, so it will be 1.15Y is equal to the market value, that is an amount of rupees 400 lakhs. This is the way we can form one more equation for the purpose of doing answer. So we understand it is 1.15 into 20, that is 23 lakhs Y minus 1.15 X into Y is equal to rupees 400 lakhs. Now this X into Y value can be replaced with this 90 lakhs. 23 lakhs Y minus 1.15 into 90 lakhs is equal to 400 lakhs. So now Y will be calculated as balancing figure. 23 lakhs Y is equal to 400 lakhs plus 1.15 into 90, that is 103.5 lakhs. So now we will compute the value of the Y. It is 103.5 plus 400, it is 503.5 lakhs divided by 23 lakhs. So the final answer is rupees 21.89. So this is the repurchase price. This is what we understand. I request all of you to take down answer. I request you to do answer for the second question. Number of shares that can be repurchased and impact of equity share repurchase on EPS, assuming that net income remains unchanged. Try to do second and third question on your own. So I request all of you to write down answer along with me. Number of shares to be repurchased it will be calculated like this: x into y is equal to, we understand, an amount of rupees 90 lakhs. We got the value of the y 21.89. So now x will be found as balancing figure. It is an amount of 90 lakhs upon y. It is an amount of 90 lakhs divided by y. What is the value of the y? It is 21.89. So 4,11,146.64. So let us take 47. 4,11,147 shares. This is the number of shares to be repurchased. Dear students, over here, language of the question speaks very clearly. There is a surplus cash. Over here, the question says that you're required to compute that. So what is the impact on EPS? We don't have to write only increase or decrease. We have to compute that in absolute term. Very good clarification is made, assuming that the net income remains unchanged. Even if this information would not have been given, we would have made the same assumption. And accordingly, we are required to calculate the answer. So I request all of you to do answer. Calculation of EPS. In that case, it is earning divided by number of equity shares. And based on that earning per share. We understand that, say, before buyback and after buyback. Before buyback, we know that the number of equity shares are 20 lakhs. After buyback, it is 20 lakhs minus 4,11,147. So 20 lakhs minus 4,11,147. That comes to 15,88,853. Earning per share is given as rupees 5. So this is 5. And the total earning will be 100 lakhs. It is 20 lakhs into 5. This earning is going to remain same. That is an amount of rupees 100 lakhs. Divided by 15,88,853. That comes to 6.2938. This is the way the EPS can be calculated after buyback. Please write down answer. Let us revise the entire answer. Friends, over here we understand that first of all we have to understand the language of the question speaks that what will be the number of shares that we are going to repurchase if we want to distribute an amount of 90 lakhs. So we are going to buy back certain number of equity shares. This is what we have to understand. So the distribution does not mean that distribution in form of dividend. Distribution means distribution in form of buyback. X is the number of shares repurchased, Y is the price. So amount to be paid is 90 lakhs. Post buyback, what will happen? The number of shares into the price after the buyback and the multiplication of both of them should be an amount of rupees 400 lakhs. Because of course, say they have to provide certain information with which we can form the equation. Accordingly, we have found the value of the Y 21 rupees and 89 paise. Number of shares to be repurchased is 4,11,147. Earning per share is calculated. Very good clarification is made in the question that the total earning is going to remain same. Even otherwise, that assumption is made by us.